Hey, this is Sasha, and welcome to another episode here on Backstage Income, where I share with you how to build and grow a profitable business. Now, in today's episode, I'm going to share with you how to make sure you stick to your YouTube schedule or publishing schedule if you're doing a blog and never miss a week. So stay tuned. All right, so I think it's important that we understand your schedule. So if we look at your schedule, you have to first start with kind of a posting schedule. So if you're looking at your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday schedule, you know, everybody posts at different times of the week. So if you're person number one, you know, you might post, let's say, on Mondays only. Person number two might post on a Tuesday and Thursday schedule, and a person number three might post, let's just say, just on a Wednesday. So everybody's kind of got their own little schedule that they want to stick to. Now, once you kind of define your schedule, your goal and the two big tips I want to share with you today is to do this. The first tip is to go ahead and, tip number one, batch. Okay, so a lot of the videos that I film, let's just say I pick a day, today is Friday, I'm actually filming probably about, right now I'm on video number 5 or 6. Okay, so it doesn't take long for me to do it. I have my station set up, you know, everything is kind of good to go, ready to rocket fire, and I have my list of videos ready to go. I don't go off of a script or anything, I just make them on the fly. So it's to figure out how to cut the slack and batch things. The second thing you want to do is, beyond batching, is going to check yourself and make sure you're actually hitting, let's say, a schedule ahead, okay? And what I mean by this is when you're looking ahead, is you're always looking, let's say, even though you might be coming in, let's say you're person number 3, you're coming into a Monday and you have a video scheduled for Wednesday already, but if you're doing your check ahead, you're always a 2-week time frame ahead. For some people, it's a 4-week time frame. For other people, it's a 6-week, and some it's like a 3-month time frame ahead. So how far ahead do you want to do that check? So by the time you get to, if you're doing a month ahead, here's what I'm talking about. If you're going a month ahead, so let's say you're in January and you're starting January, well, that also means you're starting your next filming in February. Okay, you're doing your February because January needs to be already filled up. Once you're in February, you know, since that should already be done, you should already be kind of getting into March and starting to film for March or doing it like that. So that's my 2 big tips when you do it. So when you do the batching, let's start with tip number 1 here. When we go with batching, it's all about just doing things at the same time. And the reason for this is if you do things at the same time, you don't have to do any setup for your cameras and video equipment. You don't have to, you know, dump memory cards if that's the way you're doing. You don't have to, you know, plug in wires when you're working on this and, you know, set up the lighting and so forth. If you're writing a blog, similar concepts apply, but you do it all in one kind of set or one time and you're getting a bunch done. When you look at tip number 2 here and we look at checking ahead, you're always looking at your schedule ahead. So no matter how many days or weeks you're planning to get ahead, you always want to initially first, once you got your, let's just say, here's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday schedule. So let's say, hey, I'm a Wednesday scheduler, right? And right now, I might have 4 videos. Well, if I'm getting here and my schedule needs to go into the next month, well, I need to start already filming right here or right here to start concluding this month, because I always want to be, you know, let's say 4 weeks ahead. Okay, that's the goal, is I'm always 4 weeks ahead, because technically if I'm only 3 weeks ahead, I'm behind, because I always want to be 4 weeks ahead. I'm setting my bar, as you can see, I'm setting my bar that my due date is 4 weeks. I want to be 4 weeks ahead. Okay. And, you know, once we get into 3 weeks, I'm already behind. So that's when you want to continue to get ahead and so forth. So if you look at kind of my scheduling calendar here, I'll go ahead and show this to you. And you take a look. Here's basically a general calendar. Right now we are on September 20th and I'm filming, and typically these videos are produced on Wednesday, but sometimes I scatter a few videos also on Monday and that filming schedule may change, but every Wednesday I hit the video. And watch how far ahead we are on the video. So these are the yellows. So let me go ahead and hide the other channel that I have, because I have multiple YouTube channels. But here is my Wednesday. So you can see, okay, here's September. We're on the 20th right now. And you can see, okay, I got videos all scheduled through October. I got periodic videos scheduled in November. I got a mix here in December. I have a few in January and a few in February and a few in March and a couple in April already, and one way out in May that's kind of already scheduled. And that's because, you know, we're doing the same kind of tool. And when we're reviewing the same kind of tool or software or system, you know, I don't want to just do 4 videos in a row the same week. So I just kind of scatter them around, you know, depending on what I'm doing or what's set to release, a product that might be set to release. So this is how you get ahead and stay ahead. Because right now, 1, 2, you can look at it. I'm already a month and a half, almost 2 months, plus a few others way ahead into the schedule. So that's ultimately how you do it. Hopefully this gave you some thoughts and insights to working on your calendar, is to, number 1, do the batching. And number 2, go ahead and check yourself ahead and set that as your baseline bar. Okay, that's how you make it work. That's how you go ahead and stick to your schedule and never miss a beat. Hopefully your mind was blown, but if not, hope you enjoyed the tip. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to hit subscribe here on YouTube, or join me on my newsletter list so that way you could check out some of the other freebies, goodies, discounts on the products, services, books, and other things that I have to offer. All right, thanks again, and I'll see you next time.